The Glitch Syndicate, Part 1, The Shadow Overlays. Chapter 1, Whispers in the Code. Neo-Veridia, a symphony of neon and steel, shimmered under the perpetual glow of its augmented reality overlay. For its citizens, the visors were not mere devices. They were extensions of reality, painting a seamless world of information, entertainment, and personalized experiences. Maya Rios, however, saw beyond the shimmering surface. A freelance AR developer and hacker, she possessed a rare ability to perceive the digital undercurrents, the hidden layers beneath the city's flawless facade. Her apartment, a cramped space overlooking the city's sprawling data hubs, was a testament to her obsession. Screens flickered with lines of code, holographic interfaces displayed complex network diagrams, and discarded visor components littered her workbench. Maya was a ghost in the machine, a digital nomad who navigated the city's infrastructure with the ease of a native. Tonight, however, something was different. The usually seamless AR feed flickered, displaying brief, distorted textures and hidden data streams pulsed erratically. At first, she dismissed it as a minor system glitch, an inevitable byproduct of the city's complex infrastructure. But as she delved deeper, she realized the anomalies were not random. They were deliberate, a subtle manipulation of the AR landscape. She isolated the glitches, running them through her custom-built analysis software. The results were unsettling. The distortions were not mere visual artifacts. They were encrypted messages, whispers in the code, hinting at a hidden network operating beneath the surface. She began to suspect that someone or something was manipulating the AR feed, hiding information, controlling the flow of data. Curiosity piqued. She started tracing the encrypted messages, following their digital trail through the city's network. She discovered a series of hidden servers, ghost nodes that existed outside the official infrastructure. These servers were broadcasting encrypted signals, complex algorithms that seemed to be altering the AR overlays in real time. She accessed one of the servers, bypassing its security protocols with practiced ease. The data she found was fragmented, incomplete, but it painted a disturbing picture. The servers were part of a secret network, a clandestine organization that called itself the Glitch Syndicate. Chapter 2, The Reality Breakers. The Glitch Syndicate, according to the data Maya had gathered, was manipulating the AR overlays to control public perception. They were using advanced algorithms to create echo chambers, where citizens were only exposed to information that confirmed their existing biases. They were subtly influencing elections, suppressing dissent, and shaping the city's narrative. Maya felt a chill run down her spine. The implications were staggering. The city, which she had always perceived as a beacon of technological progress, was being manipulated, its citizens unknowingly trapped in a digital cage. She needed to find out more. She needed to understand the Syndicate's motives, their goals, their methods. But she knew she couldn't do it alone. She needed allies, people who could see beyond the surface, who understood the true nature of the digital world. She reached out to a group of underground activists known as the Reality Breakers. They were a loose collective of hackers, programmers, and social activists who were fighting against the city's growing surveillance state. They were known for their daring hacks, their disruptive protests, and their unwavering belief in digital freedom. She contacted them through an encrypted communication channel, using a pseudonym to protect her identity. She told them about the Glitch Syndicate, about the hidden servers, about the manipulated AR overlays. They were skeptical at first, but Maya's evidence was compelling. They agreed to meet her in a hidden location, a forgotten corner of the city, a place where the Syndicate surveillance was weak. The meeting took place in an abandoned subway station, a relic of a pre-visor era. The station was dark and damp, the air thick with the smell of rust and decay. The Reality Breakers were a diverse group, their faces illuminated by the flickering light of their visor displays. Their leader, a woman known as Cypher, was a skilled hacker and programmer. She was wary of Maya, but she was also intrigued by her findings. They discussed the Syndicate's activities, their methods, their potential goals. They agreed that the syndicate posed a serious threat to the city's freedom and democracy. Chapter 3. The Digital Shadows. Maya and the Reality Breakers began to work together, their skills and knowledge complementing each other. Maya used her access to the city's network to gather data, while the Reality Breakers used their hacking skills to penetrate the syndicate's defenses. They discovered that the syndicate's influence reached the highest levels of Neo-Veridia's government. They had infiltrated the city's data hubs, its security systems, its communication networks. They were using their power to manipulate public opinion, to control the flow of information, to suppress dissent. They also discovered that the syndicate was using advanced AI algorithms to create digital shadows, virtual replicas of citizens that were used to predict and manipulate their behavior. These shadows were used to create personalized propaganda, to tailor advertising, to even influence criminal investigations. The Reality Breakers were horrified. The city, which they had always believed to be a bastion of freedom and progress, was being turned into a digital prison. They decided to launch a campaign to expose the syndicate's conspiracy, to awaken the citizens from their digital slumber. They began creating counter-overlays, AR projections that revealed the truth behind the syndicate's manipulations. They used social media and encrypted communication channels to spread awareness, to mobilize citizens. The syndicate, however, was not going to take this challenge lying down. They retaliated, using their control of the AR landscape to spread misinformation, to discredit the Reality Breakers, to create a climate of fear and paranoia. They also deployed their digital assassins, AI-powered programs that could manipulate the AR overlays to create illusions, traps, and even physical harm. These assassins were used to target Maya and the Reality Breakers, to silence them before they could expose the syndicate's conspiracy. Chapter 4. The Hunt Begins. Maya and the Reality Breakers found themselves caught in a digital war, a battle for control of the city's information flow. They were constantly on the run, hunted by the syndicate's assassins, their every move monitored, their every communication intercepted. They had to be careful, to be resourceful, to use all their skills to survive. They used encrypted communication channels, burner visors, and hidden safe houses to stay one step ahead of the syndicate. They also began to develop their own countermeasures, creating programs that could detect and neutralize the syndicate's assassins, developing strategies to disrupt their communication networks. One night, while Maya was working on a new counter-overlay, she received an encrypted message from an anonymous source. The message contained a location, a hidden server, a central hub for the syndicate's operations. It was a trap, Maya knew, but it was also an opportunity. If they could infiltrate the server, they could gather evidence of the syndicate's conspiracy. They could expose their crimes to the world. She shared the message with the Reality Breakers. They agreed that it was a risk worth taking. They planned an infiltration mission, a daring raid on the syndicate's central hub. Chapter 5. The Infiltration. The infiltration was a complex operation, requiring careful planning and precise execution. They used a combination of hacking skills, social engineering, and physical infiltration to bypass the syndicate security systems. Maya, using her expertise in AR development, created a ghost overlay, a program that could mask their presence in the AR landscape, making them invisible to the syndicate surveillance systems. The Reality Breakers, using their knowledge of the city's infrastructure, found a hidden entrance to the syndicate's headquarters, a heavily fortified building in the heart of Neo-Veridia. They infiltrated the building, navigating a maze of security checkpoints, biometric scanners, and automated turrets. They used their hacking skills to disable security cameras, to bypass laser grids, to unlock doors. They reached the central server room, a vast chamber filled with humming servers and flickering holographic displays. The room was heavily guarded, but the Reality Breakers, using their combined skills, managed to neutralize the guards without raising an alarm. Maya accessed the central server, bypassing its complex security protocols. The data she found was staggering. It confirmed their worst fears. The syndicate was not just manipulating the AR overlays. They were controlling the city's entire digital infrastructure. They were using their power to manipulate elections, to influence criminal investigations, to control the economy. They were even developing a neural implant, a device that could directly control citizens' minds. Maya began downloading the data, but the server was protected by a complex security system, a system that was designed to detect and prevent unauthorized access. The Syndicate's security systems were alerted, and the building was put on lockdown. Chapter 6. The Lockdown. Maya and the reality breakers found themselves trapped in the Syndicate's headquarters, surrounded by security guards, automated drones, and digital assassins. They had to fight their way out, to escape with the data, to expose the Syndicate's conspiracy to the world. They used their hacking skills to disable security systems, to create diversions, to manipulate the AR landscape. They used their physical skills to fight off security guards, to evade drones, to navigate the building's labyrinthine corridors. They were outnumbered and outgunned, but they were determined to escape, to expose the truth, to fight for the freedom of Neo-Veridia. They fought their way through the building, battling,